Have you ever wished you were lucky? Maybe a little bit luckier? Or you just wanted to get lucky? What if I told you the key was in answering the following 777 questions that I have curated just for you? I know it seems like such a small price to pay for a lifetime of good fortune, and the questions aren't even tricky. Well, 33 of them are trick questions, but the rest of them revolve entirely around you. So this is all very doable, but only if you don't fall asleep. That's the caveat. What are you getting into exactly here? Well, here's what you can expect. The first hour or so focuses on the extremely personal and the surprisingly weird, before moving into questions you should and should not ask. That's when I'll try to trick you for 30 minutes before winding down with some unhinged this or that questions and a more interesting mix of yes or no questions. Rare is the person who makes it to the very end without falling asleep, so I wish you all the luck getting there, my friend, and please let me know how you do, because these are some of my favorite questions. They're funny, they're strange, they're very floontz. I wish you every blessing on your journey, and I will be with you every single step of the way. So, with no further ado, let's get personal, okay? Let's start with your full name. First, middle, last. Tell me, what is your full name? First name. Middle name. Last name. Date of birth. Star sign. If you don't know it, look it up. Just type your birthday and then zodiac. You got it? Do you have it? Height. Weight. Age. Social security number. Yeah. It's for classified purposes, but I need it. You're fine. It's not gonna go anywhere. And do you have a passport number or a license number or any other means of identification, the number that's on there? Oh good, you'll get that for me. Great. Yeah, I'm ready. Can you just repeat those last few digits again? Cool. And what is your role in society, would you say? How would you classify yourself if someone were to ask you? Maybe what do you do, or what do you see yourself contributing to the greater society as a whole? Pallbearer. What is your role at home? Brother, sister, mother, father, daughter, son, abuelita. Right. And were you a planned baby, or were you maybe unexpected? Did your parents plan on having you, or was it a complete and total shock? Most Valentine's Day babies are. Where were you born? Where? I've never heard of that. How much did you weigh when you were born? Were you a big baby? Were you a big baby? Or were you a tiny little baby? Tiny What's your bank account number? That means your routing number or your account number. We'll start with routing number. I just need to confirm that what you said before about how much you make a year is actually true. We can't have you telling any fibs here. Your routing number, yeah, we'll start there. Okay. And now your account number. How much do you owe on your credit card? Thousands, just a few hundred, maybe $52.36. What would you say about that? How much are you owing there? And what's your credit score? Have you kept it up? Have you let it completely flatline? Just take a huge hit? What have you done with that credit score of yours? Decent. Are you happy with your life choices? Are you proud of yourself there? And what's your favorite sports team? So you're a bandwagon fan then? Great. The world needs more of those. Who did you vote for? Why did you vote for them? Have you ever attended a town meeting? So then have you ever run from the law? You kind of look like you would have. Have you ever had to testify in court? To tell the truth, nothing but the whole truth, so help you God, which is what you're supposed to be doing with this, so. Have you had experience with that before? Do you know what it's like to take out a restraining order? Or have you had a restraining order ever taken out? restraining order is gonna come in. Have you ever smelled your own underwear? Have you ever smelled someone else's underwear? Again with the restraining order. Do you feel comfortable watching sex scenes on TV or in the movies in front of your parents? Do you have any nudes in your phone? How many? Would you say you're choosing to be celibate? That's a choice you're making. How many people would you say that you've slept with? Could you count them on one hand, or two hands, or hands and feet? Does it surpass 20? Would you classify yourself as an incel? Or would other people potentially classify you as an incel if you wouldn't? Why did your ex leave you? Why did they leave you? How many people had your ex slept with before they got with you? Did you ever find that out? Were they telling the truth? Do you think they were telling the truth? Are you the jealous type? Do you get possessive, a little envious? You probably found that out with the last one, huh? Have you ever obsessed over someone to the point of knowing where they were at all times, just keeping tabs on them, finding some way somehow to know where they were at, their location? Have you listened to a certain song on repeat because it reminded you of a person that you liked? You just burned that song into the ground, just over and over and over and over, because it reminded you so much of that person. Have you ever made an entire playlist about a person who doesn't even know that you exist? Entire playlist devoted to them. Maybe. What would you do if you discovered that your significant other cheated on you with your best friend? Would you freak out? What would you do? Congratulate them? Have you ever had a crush on one of your friend's partners? Have you ever had a crush on one of your friend's siblings, or maybe even one of their parents? When is your next date? When are you going on your next date? I hope it's not one of your friend's siblings or parents. Why don't you socialize more? How do you feel about the Irish goodbye? Where you just up and leave, you don't tell anyone, you bounce, you split, see ya. Irish goodbye. Love it, hate it. Why haven't you been working out? What's been stopping you? to share all your answers with me. Hello? Can you hear me? Am I coming in okay? Sometimes the connection can be a little bit spotty, so I'm glad that we're coming in clear here. So you responded to the ad, right? Yes, I have 88 questions that I need to ask you, and you signed the waiver, so you know this is not paid. It's strictly volunteer-based, right? Yeah, we just have to double, triple confirm sometimes, because people come on the back end, and also I wanted to clear with you that you're going to answer all of these honestly. Yes, we can't have any lies messing up our research. Oh no, we can't disclose what the research is for. No, that's against the law, actually. It's illegal. So, you're good with everything? I mean, you can't back out now, so great. And I'm gonna write all your answers down with pencil. Yeah, you really don't have a say in that either. So, let's get started. Are your doors currently unlocked? Oh. Are you going to be home alone for a while? Have you ever had the feeling that someone's watching you, even when you're alone? Could you be sharing your space with something that you can't see? Do you know what's hiding inside the walls of your house? Have you considered it? If you were to destroy the walls of your house, how many paint colors do you think that you would find? Just a rough guess will suffice there, yeah. And, what are you wearing, by the way? Oh no, under that. How many of your actions are just reactions to things that you don't fully understand? Can I speak to the person controlling you for a second? Are you going to keep answering the questions like that? Because I really need you to cooperate. Can you cooperate with me, please? Thank you. Alright, back to you. Are you more of a hunter or a gatherer? How many pounds of chicken have you eaten in your life? Do you know anything about sheep? If you could bleed out any liquid, what would it be? It's a bit of a tough one there. I can give you a second to consider it. There's a lot of liquid options. Bold choice. Did you know that technically your skeleton is always wet? You did know that. Could you live if your shadow just disappeared? Could you still live? What would you do if you were the lone survivor in a plane crash? first order of business, let's say. How long can you withstand the sound of screams? Is that an approximation, or do you have experience? Would you happen to know the average weight of a human soul? Has anyone ever disclosed that intel to you? What would happen to my ashes if I had no family or friends? Mine specifically, yes. What would happen to them? Do dogs understand death? What horrific atrocities would you commit to make your most treasured dream come true? Is there a long list? Please name them all. What would you do? Horrific, yes. Any more? I think I got them all. Have you ever regretted not feeling regret for the outcome of an action you committed? Yes, no remorse. Have you tasted the devil's tongue? Have you tasted it? What flavor are your eyeballs? What flavor? Rhubarb. What happens if you paint your teeth white with the nail polish? What would happen if you painted them white with nail polish? Is it okay to boil headphones? Can you boil them? Is it okay? Have you ever considered eating mulch? Mulch. You start hearing whispers from what you believe to be the other side. What are the whispers saying to you? And what will you do with this information? So let's start with what are the whispers saying to you? Let's start there. They're coming from the great beyond, and what would they be saying to you? And what will you do with that information? If you could remove any one person from your past, who would it be? Just remove them. As you know, human beings have 5 senses. If you wanted to torture someone, which would you strip away, and how would you do that? Yeah. Yes, you heard me correct. Which sense would you strip away? And how? Do you know if you can sell a kidney in Australia? Do you know? Have you ever met a child that you just hated? Detest? Do you think pedophiles can be nice people? Under which circumstances would you punch yourself? What would the occasion be? Is it possible to get a splinter out of your eye? Does time left on the microwave bother you? Can you really get stuck in a vent? What happens if you get stuck in a revolving door? Why can you see under the bathroom stalls in American public restrooms? Why do English teachers get pregnant so easily? Do birds flirt? Birds, do they flirt? Can birds bring down an airplane? Are people who claim to have been abducted by aliens telling the truth? Is it a fabrication or a cry for attention? How much of what you see is just a reflection of what you want to see? trust your own thoughts if you're always second guessing them? Can your thoughts eat each other? How many words do you speak that you never really mean? I need a number, yeah. How many years of your life have you spent looking at screens? How many advertisements were you exposed to before you could say your first word? Are you controlling the algorithm, or is the algorithm controlling you? How much does the internet really know about you? Are you sure your phone isn't being tracked? How often do you think someone is watching you through your phone camera or your computer camera? How about your car camera? Are there any hidden cameras in your home? What if someone's using your identity without you knowing it? Do you think there's anyone waiting for you to slip up? Are you sure that your neighbors don't know more about you than you think? Would you trust a robot if it told you that it had a soul? If your body was taken over by someone else, would you still be yourself? Why does it feel so unnatural when you hear your own voice played back to you? How much of your DNA is not really yours? What would your first reaction be if you looked in the mirror and you saw your reflection moving independently? Now let's say you didn't look in the mirror for 50 years. When you finally did see your reflection 50 years later, would you recognize it? Could you love someone who was a perfect replica of yourself? Could you survive for a year without being touched? How long would it take you to go crazy living in a room without windows or doors? Crazy. Which way do you eat corn on the cob? Which way do you eat it? Show me, please, yeah. What's actually in the food that you're eating? What are all those ingredients? What do you think is in the gunk that collects on your toothbrush? What is in that gunk? How many times has someone gone in your trash can and consumed the food that you didn't finish? Do you have any clue? Just how clean is your local swimming pool? Approximately how many mites are living on your body right now? Little mites. How much of the human body is actually you, and how much of it is just bacteria? How many ants could you fit inside your stomach before they start crawling out? What's the real reason we have eyebrows? What's the real reason there? Have you ever wondered if you could accidentally die from choking on a piece of your own hair? Would you ever be able to trust someone who could read your thoughts? Have you checked your back seat before driving lately? What would it feel like if your bones suddenly became rubber? If you could delete your emotions, would you become a different person entirely? How much of your personality is just a defense mechanism? What if the people you think you're closest to aren't real at all? How much of your life is just a series of distractions from the truth? How much of your life is influenced by else's secret agenda. Do you ever wonder if your dreams are someone else's memories? Would you age differently if you had no memories? Could you live with the knowledge that you've already lived this life before? How many lives do you live before you lose count? Do you want to know why you can only see me in the moonlight? You're it with the 99 questions no one ever asks. No one except for us, that's me, and you, building on a trend from the past. In 2013, a questions video sparked a wildfire of shared answers, but the idea hasn't been touched since. So, what do you say? We, that's you, and that's me. What do you say we see if we can fan the flames and bring it back again with a floontz twist? I've used the questions, so there are some originals with some fun new ones, and everything is reordered, so it's all fresh. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, and I know you will, right? Because that's how tag works. Your mission is to record your answers to each one of these questions, and the questions will be placed in order. In the description below, we have our blessing from an owl. You will record your answers, share them, and then tag someone else to do the same. And don't forget to tag me too so I can see them. So, I will ask you questions on this wood board. And while I respond with my answers, I will write down yours in pencil. Don't worry about including the pencil and wood board when you do yours, okay? Just have fun and make it your own. That is where the magic is at. Alright, so let's go. Let's dive right in. Question 1. Do you sleep with your socks on or off? Off. What is the first thing that you notice about people? First thing. Their energy. What's one word to describe you? Imaginative. Do you ever talk to yourself in the mirror? When I need a good pep talk. Need a good pep talk. Do you ever count your steps when you walk? Walk. Sometimes, at the end of a long run, when I just want it to be over. What's one of your bad habits? Chewing my lips. How often do you clean your keyboard? Next question. How many languages can you speak? Just one. Do you have freckles? headphones do you use? Mine are falling apart. Falling apart. What is the weirdest thing that you've ever seen? Skinwalker. Crazy Joshua Tree. How about your favorite color? Black. How do you organize your closet? Once upon a time it was by color. But now I kind of just throw everything in and shut it at light speed, hoping nothing comes toppling out, and it's worked. Light speed. Do you like having a plan or going with the flow? I like an organized flow. When was the last time you wrote a letter to someone on paper? It's time for the noms. I think sometime last year. Do you chew your pens and pencils? Just for you. Just for you. Do you randomly slip into different voices and accents throughout the day? I do indeed. I do indeed. What's the furthest you've been from home? Astrally, I've been to Thailand, and I would highly recommend it. Thailand. Do you always smile for pictures? My hand does. No. Are you stubborn? Absolutely. Absolutely. Where would you bury hidden treasure if you had some? Where you be burying that treasure? My spirit is already buried inside my body, so it's the best place for it. Are you afraid of heights? I was until I went to Zion National Park and did Angel's Landing. Yeah, if you can get through that, you're pretty much cured. Do you sing in the car? Occasionally. Just the right song, the right mood, then I'll belt it. Do you laugh at your own jokes? It really depends if I'm feeling silly. Can you change the oil in a car? Yes. Have you ever received a speeding ticket? I'm a good girl. Just tickets for texting. 2 of them. Do you make up stories about the people that you see in public? All the time. Do you take shampoo and conditioner bottles from the hotel? Just the soap. Are you patient? For the most part. Takes a lot. What's the most interesting place you've ever slept? Slab City, baby. The last free place on earth. Do you keep a journal or diary with your thoughts in it? I think I have 15 full journals, but I have stopped since doing ASMR because I haven't had any time. What is the weirdest dream that you've had? I've been in different bodies 3 times. It's very strange. How many pillows do you have on your bed? I think I have 6. Yeah, 6. When is your usual bedtime? 4 in the morning. Do you sleep with the lights on or off? Off. But with the blankets over my head. Do you wear slippers? Slippers. I used to. I used to have cool unicorn slippers. What position do you sleep in? What position? I sleep in an upside down 4. One leg's always bent up. What is your go-to comfort food? Nachos with extra cheese, please. Yum. What kind of salt do you use when you do your cooking? Himalayan. What do you dip your french fries in? Ketchup and mayo. What do you drink with dinner? H2O. Stay hydrated. Have you ever pooped in the woods? Of course. What's your favorite way to waste time online? Looking at art. Do you still watch cartoons? I create them. What small thing brings you joy? I love how the sun hits different spaces as it sets. I live for the little pockets of light. I love little pockets of light. Do you keep a secret folder of things that inspire you? My folders have folders. I've got families of folders. Families of folders. Do you ever take pictures of random things? Even dumpsters, when seen in the right light, are beautiful. It's such a scene. I see scenes everywhere. It's all a scene. What is something you fantasize about often? Self-sustainability. What is your least favorite movie? I don't watch enough movies to really know. I should watch more movies. Are you a good swimmer? I'm alright. What character trait makes you instantly respect someone? Integrity. Do you like to go on road trips? Yes, I miss them so much. Can you curl your tongue? No, but can you do this? I'd love to see you try. Have you ever had a pierogi? Have you ever won a spelling bee? Have you ever won a spelling bee? I came in third place, actually. I got out on clearance. Can you believe that? Clearance. Clearance. I know it forever now. Who do you wish was still alive? Amy Winehouse. Do you believe in ghosts? I've seen them. What do you want written on your headstone? I want to be cremated. Do you regularly burn incense? I've got a few sticks lying around here and there. Do you take a daily vitamin? Garden of Life Vitamin Code. This is not a plug. How often do you exercise? Every single day. What is your favorite song this week? The Spirit Form by Tommy Guerrero. So good. Tea or coffee? Which one? Coffee. Is there a profession that you picture your future partner doing? Their career path? The founder of something cool. Have you ever cried because you were so happy? My friend surprised me with luggage when I needed it the most. They had no idea I was about to travel, and I couldn't afford luggage, and I had no idea what I was going to do. So grateful. So grateful. Have you ever been in love? Love. Have you ever been in love? What was the last concert you saw? James Blake. Can you hold your breath without holding your nose? Yes, but I prefer to hold my nose. Do you talk to pets like they understand you? Wait, they don't. They definitely do. What's the worst advice you've ever received? To start an OnlyFans account. What do you get the most compliments about? ASMR. Which flaw are you most proud of? My stubborn determination. Have you ever won a contest? I don't think so. What activity makes you lose track of time? Editing. Editing for sure. Have you ever stolen a street sign? I have stolen a giant orange traffic cone. Does that count? What keeps you up at night? ASMR. Are you lazy? Definitely not. Are holidays stressful for you? Not anymore. I keep to myself now. What is the most unexpected way that you've ever met someone? Their Instagram. What would you title your memoir? not bound. What's your favorite font? If you could be any animal, what would you be? A falcon. Which do you prefer, spearmint or peppermint? Peppermint, 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 peppermint. What's the most random thing that you've ever collected? Little vials of rocks from different landscapes that I've been in. Would you be friends with a clone of yourself? I don't think we wouldn't be friends, but I think we would get a lot of work done. And it would be very interesting to be able to observe yourself, don't you think? Seeing yourself in your most vulnerable moments. You could learn so much about yourself and about your behaviors and patterns and probably grow a lot. What is the weirdest thing you've posted on the internet? My fingernails falling off. What's your favorite word and why? Floontz, because it's fun to say. Floontz, 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 floontz. Have you ever had stitches? No. What's your least favorite thing about yourself? My crippling insecurity and self-doubt. Do you like surprises? It really depends on the surprise. There's quite a spectrum to surprises, isn't there? There's great surprises and there's, oh, didn't see that one coming surprises. So, it really depends. What makes you laugh the most? Some of the responses to the Cocology tests have me in hysterics, and also the witty banter on the TikTok lives are so good. I really am so deep in ASMR, it's my life right now. What did you want to be when you were little? I wanted to be a singing, dancing veterinarian. Where are those? We really need to be demanding more from our vets, I think. Why aren't they singing and dancing? What is something that you always forget exists? Real human interaction. Where do you want to be in an hour? On an adventure. What is on your bucket list this year? Financial independence, baby. How would you summarize your life in one word? Wow. Who are you going to tag to do this next? I'm tagging you to do this next. I'm about to make you feel really comfortable. These are questions I've been dying to ask you, but it just hasn't been the right time. And you know, after some careful consideration, this feels right. I have 55 of them, and I'm gonna write down everything you say. Okay. On the mood board. Duh. Anyway, I've been wondering, where are you from? No, like really from. Are you sure? I don't know. You don't really look like it. No, there's no way you're from there. Have you seen yourself? Oh, chill. Can you lower your voice down just a little bit? I think you're getting a little loud here. Yeah, you're kind of screaming. Okay, that's where you're from. Jeez. Alright, are you on your period or something? God. I mean, you do look a little tired today. Are you sick? Is that what it is? What kind of underwear do you wear anyway? Speaking of periods. I don't think I ever asked you that. Is it a thong? Granny panties. Are you free bleeding right now? That's pretty daring of you. And, what bra size do you wear? It just looks like you kind of filled out there a little bit. Interesting choice, huh? How much do you weigh? I mean, I was actually gonna say, are you pregnant? I mean, the thought that you lost weight. Yeah, I mean, when are you due, right? When are you due? Oh, you must just look pregnant. Okay, not due. You sure? Can I touch your belly? Just let me touch your belly. Jeez, fine. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Can you even have kids? Is that what it is? You can't have kids, can you? Oh, right. You can't have kids. Is that genetic? Did you get the vax? Actually, I mean, there's a rumor going around that you were a guy last year, and now you're a girl. Is that true? Did you used to be a guy? I'm sure that probably complicates things. When do you think you'll have kids then? I mean, I don't want to assume things, but do you still talk to your ex? Why did you guys break up anyway? What did you do to cause that? Oof, how did it feel to get cheated on? Not the best. Not even a little bit. So then, why are you still single? Are you okay? Do you wish you were straight? Would you be the man or the woman in the relationship? Which one would you be? Woman. I'll let you answer. I'm not gonna answer for what I think you might be. Alright, do you think you're going to hell? I mean, just given everything. Huh. How many people have you slept with, actually? I mean, that's another factor, right, into the whole HE double hockey sticks experience. Do you attend church? What religion are you? I could guess that too. Actually, I mean, how much did you pay for that? That, yeah. On your wrist? Really? How can you afford that? Don't you come from a poor family? Oh, wait. Are you here legally? I won't ask for your green card or anything, don't worry. How much money is in your bank account anyway? What ballpark? Just... Is that your only bank account? If you totaled up all your assets, let's say, what do you think your net worth would be? Yeah. Everything you own. What would that? Oh, okay. And how much is your rent? Do you live alone? When do you think you'll get a real job then? I mean, I get it. I get it. It's hard. It's hard to find your ikigai, but have you considered the consequences of not getting a real one? What's been keeping you busy anyway? If you stayed in school, what kind of job do you think that you'd be doing right now? Hmm? How are you so well spoken and educated? I don't get it. For not having gone to school or having a real job. I mean, if it all falls apart, I'm sure that your family misses you, right? Seriously, when are you moving back home? Oh. Were you abused as a child? Do you wish you had a different family? Didn't someone from your family actually just die recently? Were you happy they passed away? You didn't really like them that much, did you? Uh, uh, uh. What? Oh, I'm sorry. Could you repeat that? I I just stopped listening. I started thinking about something else. Sorry, what was it? Why do you think your car's so messy? Is that a mental disorder or something? Are you disabled? I just figured, because I mean... Do you think you really need those glasses? Have you even thought about contacts? Have you considered it? I mean, I guess getting contacts might bring more attention to other areas of your face. So, might be a good call. Are you self-conscious about your teeth? You saving up for braces? Did you know you look better when you're not smiling? Oh, you know what? I think I finally placed it. I've been staring at you the whole time and I couldn't put my finger on it. Has anyone ever said to you that you look exactly like Ted Cruz? Is that your real hair too? Can I touch it? Can I touch it? Okay. I mean, wasn't it thinning for a while? Did you start trying hair growth product? Have you tried coconut oil? You should consider it. So no on Ted Cruz? It's not really believable to me, but okay, no on Ted Cruz. And hair. Real hair wasn't thinning. Still try coconut oil. It is thinning though. You say your hair's not thinning, but it is, and I'm just really curious. Do you think that's from doing all those drugs? That's what my first guess would be. Do you ever miss doing drugs? Do you ever regret throwing your life away to get high? Why are you always so negative? Tell me, what happens when trick questions and riddles meet? You're about to find out because I am back with 33 trick questions and riddles designed to serve you, stump you, surprise you, and soothe you, but only if you are a subscriber. I do what I do for you. So, my lovely subscriber, should we revisit how this works? I ask you a trick riddle, that's what we're gonna call them, okay? And you respond with your answer, and then I share the consensus answer. Now, if your response is different from mine, different from the consensus answer, that doesn't mean it's incorrect. It might actually still be right, but there's only one way to find out, and that's if you post it, okay? Are you feeling nice and comfy? Ready to redirect your focus? Engage that mind with some brain teasers. You look like it. You look ready. Lovely. So let's begin with our first trick riddle. Who can knock you unconscious, take your money, and leave you with missing teeth without breaking any laws? Who can knock you unconscious, take your money, and leave you with missing teeth without breaking any laws? Who could be doing that? Who could possibly get away with doing that? Who could do that? Who has that kind of power? The answer is a dentist. A dentist can knock you unconscious, take your money, and leave you with missing teeth without breaking any laws. pull us apart, then squeeze us together. There is no knot we cannot sever. What are we? Pull us apart, squeeze us together. There is no knot we cannot sever. What are we? There is no knot. There is no knot. The answer is a pair of scissors. A pair of scissors. Pull us apart, squeeze us together. There is no knot we cannot sever. How can you throw a hammer through a glass window without breaking it? How could you possibly throw a hammer through a glass window without breaking it? How are you doing that? The answer is a hammer is tough and unlikely to break. That's how you can throw a hammer through a glass window without breaking it. Tricky, huh? Little trick question there. Tricky. If you hear a little pitter patter, we've got some rain coming down. So, hope you're soothed by it if you can hear it. Sometimes the audio cleanup takes it away, so TBD if you can hear it. If you can hear it, write "I am a frog" in the comments, okay? If you can hear the rain, write "I am a frog" in the comments. Now back to our riddles. Where would you be certain to find the most refreshing drink you will ever taste? Where would you be certain to find the most refreshing drink you will ever taste? Where would you be certain to find the most refreshing drink you will ever taste? Where do you think you're gonna go about finding that? Most refreshing drink. The answer is in the middle of a desert. In the middle of a desert is where you will find the most refreshing drink that you'll ever taste. I suppose. Makes sense if you're parched, you know. Every member of a school located near the coast gets swept out to sea one day while swimming together. Nobody on land ever sees them again. But this is not a problem. Why? Every member of a school located near the coast gets swept out to sea one day while swimming together. And nobody on land ever sees them again. But this is not a problem. Why is that? How is that? Every member of a school located near the coast swept out. How did they get even? I have too many questions on this. How did they even get swept out in the first place? But here nor there, nobody on land ever sees them again. Somehow not a problem. Not a problem. Hey, what can you do? What do you think? Why? Why is it not a problem? Why is that not a problem? The answer is it's not a problem because it was a school of fish. It was a school of fish that got swept out to sea, never to be seen again from land. That's not a problem because school of fish. Did that one stump you? Well then, what about this? What is not much use by itself, but always has a point? What is not much use by itself, but always has a point? Not much use by itself, and yet just always has a point. What do you think? What could that be? Not much use. Always has a point. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? The answer is a needle. A needle has not much use by itself, but it always has a point. Beneath green skin, my heart is contained within a head. What am I? Beneath green skin, my heart is contained within a head. What am I? Beneath green skin, my heart is contained within a head. The answer is a cabbage. A cabbage is beneath green skin. Its heart is contained within its head. What is the cheapest way to buy 13 diamonds? What is the cheapest way to buy 13 diamonds? The cheapest way. You want to get those diamonds, and you want them cheap, and you need 13 of them. What is the cheapest way to do that? Heist. No, not a heist. Not a heist. Come on. The answer is buy a deck of cards. If you buy a deck of cards, then you're gonna get 13 diamonds, guaranteed. Guaranteed. An airline pilot staggers onto his plane 3 minutes before takeoff without his uniform and clearly a little drunk. Why is no one on board concerned? He staggers onto his plane 3 minutes before takeoff. No uniform, clearly a little drunk. Why is no one on board concerned? Is it a Boeing? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Nobody on board concerned. Nobody on board concerned about this drunkard. This non-uniformed pilot drunkard. The nerve. What do you think? Do you think they're flying safe? The answer is he's off duty and he's just a passenger on the flight. No one's concerned because, yeah, he's not on duty. He's not flying the plane today. Just a drunk passenger. What one thing could an interior designer add to any wall that would immediately make the room feel more open? What one thing could an interior designer add to any wall that would immediately make the room feel more open? Open. One thing. Interior designers adding this. Wow. The room really opened up with that addition. What do you think? The answer is a hall. A hall is something an interior designer could immediately add to any room to make it feel more open. What wears a coat in the winter pants in the summer? What wears a coat in the winter and pants in the summer? What's wearing a coat in the winter and pants in the summer? Coat in the winter, pants in the summer, coat in the winter, pants in the summer. The answer is, are you ready for this? A dog. A dog wears a coat in the winter and pants in the summer. Who can spend hours on end counting sheep without ever falling asleep? Who can spend hours on end counting sheep without ever falling asleep? Can spend hours on end counting without ever. What do you think? What do you think? The answer is a shepherd. A shepherd can spend hours on end counting those sheep without ever falling asleep. What kind of nail can replace itself each time it's removed? What kind of nail can replace each time it's removed? Which kind of nail? Magic nails, huh? Magic nails. Which kind of nail? The answer is toenails and fingernails. Toenails and fingernails can replace themselves every time they're removed. What do dogs have that no other warm-blooded species on Earth can ever have? What do dogs have that no other warm-blooded species on Earth can ever have? What do those dogs have that no What do these dogs have? What do you think? The answer is puppies. Dogs can have puppies, and no other warm-blooded species on Earth can have puppies. A little bit of a drink. A little bit of a drink. Little Jimmy is 7 years old. I go everywhere with him. I cast no shadow, and I breathe no air. I don't weigh anything, and I can't be seen, heard, or touched. Who am I? Little Jimmy is 7 years old, and I go everywhere with him. I cast no shadow, and I breathe no air. I don't weigh anything, and I cannot be seen, heard, or touched. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Little Jimmy, little Jimmy, little Jimmy. Little Jimmy. What do you think? Who am I? The answer is I am little Jimmy's imaginary friend. Checks out, it tracks little Jimmy's imaginary friend. What is an item? An item that people see as essential, but they buy it hoping that they will never use it. answer, you ready, is a fire extinguisher. A fire extinguisher. People buy hoping that they will never use it. What kind of device only ever answers one question, but always tells you exactly what you need to know? What kind of device only ever answers one question, but always tells you exactly what you need to know? What kind of device only ever answers? What kind of device are we talking about here? What kind of device? The answer is, you ready? A clock. Clock is a device that only answers one question, but what has 4 legs, 1 head, and many hungry mouths? 4 legs, 1 head, and many hungry mouths. 4 legs, 1 head, many hungry mouths. The answer. Are you ready? Do you think you have it? Is this kind of a no-brainer? The answer is a dining table. A dining table has 4 legs, 1 head, and many hungry mouths. Those who do not have me are better off than those who do. A good restaurant would never serve me, and if you eat me, you die. What am I? Those who do not have me are better off than those who do. A good restaurant would never serve me, and if you eat me, you die. What am I? What am I? Those who do not have me are better off than those who do, and a good restaurant would never serve me. And by the way, if you eat me, you die. What could I possibly be? What could I possibly be? The answer is poison. I would hope even a bad restaurant would never serve poison, but I guess food poisoning is a thing, although you don't necessarily die from that. But the answer is poison. What do you think? Does it go? Does it qualify? What species of primate is capable of solving complex mathematical equations? What species of primate is capable of solving complex mathematical equations? Species of primate capable of solving complex mathematical equations. Which species of primate? The answer is human beings. Human beings are the species of primate capable of solving complex mathematical equations. What flowers are the most kissable? What flowers are the most kissable? What flowers are the most kissable? Which ones do you think are the most kissable? that are the most kissable. A man runs out directly in front of an 18-wheel truck on an icy stretch of road and is completely unharmed. How? A man runs out directly in front of an 18-wheel truck on an icy stretch of road, completely unharmed. How? How did that work? How does that go down like that? How does that go down like that? Obvious answer. The obvious answer is the truck was not moving. The truck was not. What part of you grows larger and larger the longer you live? What part of you grows large and large and large the longer you live? Which part of you just keeps on growing larger and larger the longer you live? What part? I think there are several answers for this one, but I do like what the answer is. Are you ready for the answer? The answer is your memory. Your memory grows large, the longer you live. Which letter of the alphabet is most like me? Which letter of the alphabet most like me? The answer is the letter I. The letter I is the letter of the alphabet that is most like me. In England, what is the most commonly used letter? In England, what is the most commonly used letter? In England, what is the most commonly used letter? The answer is N. N is the most commonly used letter in England because it appears twice. What kind of man can be 6 feet tall at midday, shrink to 3 feet by the evening, and vanish entirely by the next morning? What kind of man can be 6 feet at midday, 3 feet by the evening, and vanish entirely by the next morning? What kind of man is that? What kind of man be doing that? What kind of man? 6 to 3 to nothing. 6 to 3 to zilch. 6 to 3 to... The answer is a snowman can go from 6 to 3 to zip. 6 to 3 to zip. What can flatten entire cities and make mighty nations bend this way or that? What can flatten entire cities and make mighty nations bend this way or that? Flatten entire cities and make mighty nations bend this way or that way. What do you think? What do you think? The answer is a map. A map can flatten entire cities and make nations bend this way or that. What can you step on with your right foot, but never with your left? What can you step on with your right foot, but never with your left? Step on with your right foot, but never with your left. What can you step on? What do you think? What do you step on with your right foot? The answer is your left foot. You can step on your left foot with your right foot, but you can't step on your left foot with your left. Tricky, 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 tricky. This warrior, if he loses his head, will cover all the land in darkness. What is he? This warrior, if he loses his head, will cover all the land in darkness. What is he? This warrior loses his head, covers all the land in darkness, darkness, darkness. What is this warrior? What is this warrior? Losing his head, the answer is a knight. If a knight loses his head, he will cover all the land in darkness. What do you think about that one? I don't know how I feel about that one. What is made from ears, but cannot hear you when you speak, no matter how loud? What is made from ears, but cannot hear you when you speak, no matter how loud? Made from ears, but cannot hear you. What do you think? Made from ears, cannot hear you, no matter how loud. Answer is corn. Corn is made from ears, but cannot hear you when you speak, no matter how loud. 2 security guards arrive for work the same time in the morning. They have both guarded the same bank vault for the past 10 years. That's a decade. And neither of them ever takes a sick day. But somehow they have never once laid eyes on each other in 10 years. How is this possible? If 2 security guards arrive for work at the same time in the morning, and they have both guarded this bank vault for the past 10 years, and neither of them ever takes a sick day, also never laid eyes on each other. How could that be? How can they guard the same bank vault and never have once laid eyes on each other in 10 years? How the heck could that be possible? You got it. The answer is these security guards guard the vault on different days. That's how they have not laid eyes on each other, because they guard the vault on different days. What part of the road do ghosts most love to travel? What part of the road do ghosts most love to travel? What part of the road do ghosts most love to travel? The answer is dead ends. Ghosts most love to travel dead ends. What are the most fun vegetables at a party? What are the most fun vegetables at a party? The most fun vegetables. You're having just the best time with these veggies. Which vegetables are they that you're having the most fun with? What How many did you get right? Make sure to let me know. And I always want to hear your alternative answers. Hopefully there were no face bombs. Are you ready for the most chaotic yet deeply introspective experience of your life? Did you expect it to come to you in the form of 333 this or that questions? Hey, now wait a second before you roll your eyes and think, psh, that's easy. I'll just autopilot my way through this. Let me stop you. This is not some casual, do you prefer coffee or tea affair. No. No. This is a journey. One that starts off cozy, then gets deeply personal, a little unhinged, oddly specific, and by the end, you might question everything you know about yourself. Fun, right? But here's the deal. You must answer every single question honestly. No skipping. No. And definitely no diplomatic both answers. This is this or that. It is not both or both. If you try to half-ass this, the universe will know, and so will I, and do you really want that kind of energy following you around? I didn't think so. So, take a deep breath, get comfy, and let's get into it. And just so you know, I will be circling your answers, so choose wisely. Let's begin. Humans or robots? This or that. What would you choose or prefer, humans or robots? Trump or Elon? Chad or Karen? The Stamp Act or the Sugar Act? Aliens or artificial intelligence? Shrek or Donkey? Healthcare or technology? Real Madrid or Barcelona? White Knight or Virtue Signaler? One Piece or Naruto? Dan Schneider or Diddy? Vintage Rolls-Royce Phantom or 2050 self-driving hypercar? Lunchables or Lunchly? Capitalism or fascism? Ignorance or bliss? Chicken or beef? Fortnite or Roblox? Luigi Mangione or Edward Snowden? control the oil market or control the diamond market? Oil or diamonds? Barbie or Bratz? Barbie or Bratz? Stockholm Syndrome or indoctrination? Polar plunge or sweat lodge? Slime or glue? Orwell or Huxley? 1984. Brave New World. Brand sponsors or affiliate marketing? Lamborghini or Ferrari? Sleep paralysis or insomnia? Easter Island or Stonehenge? Death sentence or life without parole? Christian Mingle or Field? They're dating apps. You didn't know they're dating apps. Ghost or Love Bomb? DRDO or DARPA? You're gonna have to look some of these up, maybe. North Pole or South Pole? Which pole? Kanye West or Jay-Z? Stevia or Splenda? Splenda. Smoke signals or flares? Nunchucks or katana? It's my katana. Food or water? Dust or dander? Celebrity crush or fictional friend? Tone deaf or colorblind? Control the weather or control time zones? Interesting. Burial or cremation? Moonlight or candlelight? Fog machine or firework? Hypersonic or sorcerer, dolphins or whales, Chinese finger trap or cat's cradle, cat's cradle, cat's cradle, slippers, 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 or barefoot. Are you wearing slippers? Are you going barefoot? Scented candles or incense. Twitch or YouTube. Maine Coon or Persian cat. Chocolate chip cookies or oatmeal raisin cookies. Loud chewers or slow walkers. Smut or substance. Shave or wax. Sticky hands or wet socks. Cursing someone out directly or hexing them in private. Tetherball or dodgeball. I miss them. Curtis Connor or Danny Gonzalez. Electric fence or barbed wire fence. Handwritten or typed. Cook or order takeout. Sun or moon. Younger or older. Past or future. On a boat or on a plane. Mosquito bites or poison ivy. Toe socks or knee socks. General admission or assigned seating. Comfortable or fancy. Two left hands or two right feet. Whisper yelling or silent screaming. Fudge or caramel. Song lyrics or movie quotes. Tiny eyes or giant nostrils. Fog or rain. No reflection or no shadow. Olympic medal or Nobel Prize. Imagine sweet or salty, salty, sweet or sour, sweet or spicy, spicy or mild, pink or purple, yellow or orange, blue or green, 24-hour echo or 1-minute delay, triangle or circle, diamond or square, fire or water, water, black widow or scorpion, sulfur or salt, chaos or darkness, staring contest or thumb war, rally or drift, motorcycle or mountain bike, strategize or free flow, love or money, babies dressed as animals or animals dressed as humans, sort by price or sort by rating, caviar or bone marrow, oysters or bluefin tuna, manual or automatic, ride a T-Rex or a giant pigeon, owe money or owe a favor, embezzle or money launder, prison break or prison rescue, hustle or grift, embarrassed or afraid, mind games or video games, protagonist or sidekick, infinite battery life or unbreakable screens, bread or biscuits, cash or crypto, physical labor or mental labor, construct or demolish, time travel or stability. Rekindled friendship or rekindled romance. Overestimated or underestimated. Hero or villain. Victorian waltz or Edwardian foxtrot. Cramping or turfing. Popping or locking. Festival or warehouse rave. Space buns or shaved head. Sandstorm or mud pit. Looks or character. Settle or search. Fit in or stand out. Friends or extended family. Work or family. Nail gun or stapler gun. Hand soap or hand sanitizer. Dirty bathroom or dirty kitchen. Free time or extra money. Public speaking or skydiving. World-class spy or supermodel. Furry boots or platform sneakers. Wrecking ball, pew, or bulldozer. Clone yourself or upload your consciousness. Become God or destroy all gods. Power or anonymity. 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 Chainsaw or flamethrower. Fight a kangaroo or outrun a cheetah. Haunted mansion or abandoned spaceship. Cannon blast or medieval catapult. Cannon blast or medieval catapult. Vikings or samurai. Pain or pleasure. No internet or paywalled social media. Social media. Black market or Tarantino or Scorsese. Hologram boss or robot landlord. Hologram boss, robot landlord. Roswell or the Bermuda Triangle. Caesar or Napoleon. Eternity or oblivion. Oblivion. Dreams or memories. Dreams and memories. Justice or mercy. Privacy or security. Deja vu or government experiment. Art or science. Legacy or influence. Patience or ambition. Authority or rebellion. Community or individuality. Improv or scripted. Evolution or engineering. Ancient texts or modern ideas. Desire or discipline. Physics or philosophy. Radiohead or Pink Floyd. Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul. Wes Anderson or Tim Burton. Stranger Things or Black Mirror. Beyonce or Rihanna. Ronaldo or Messi. Jordan or LeBron. PlayStation or Xbox. Nintendo or Sega. Zelda or Final Fantasy. Halo or Call of Duty. God. Wolverine or Deadpool. Nike or Adidas. Donnie Darko or Fight Club. Blade Runner or The Matrix. Robert Pattinson or Timothy Chalamet. Twin Peaks or the X-Files. Community or Arrested Development. Joy Division or The Cure. Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole. Did you think I was going to say Drake? Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole. Larry Bird or Magic Johnson. Tom Brady or Peyton Manning. Half-Life or BioShock. Silent Hill or Resident Evil. Dark Souls or Bloodborne. Harley Quinn or Catwoman. Wolverine or Punisher. Sin City or 300. Aeon Flux, or Ghost in the Shell. Jungian Archetypes or Freudian Psychoanalysis. Existential Crisis or Enlightenment. Guacamole or Salsa. Belch or Toot. French House or Berlin Techno. Heat Death or Big Crunch. The Library of Alexandria or the Grand Tartary Maps. Library of Alexandria, Grand Tartary Maps. Brain emulation or DNA hacking. Magnetic pole reversal or the Yellowstone supervolcano. Magnetic pole reversal, Yellowstone supervolcano. Living inside a black hole or a black hole inside you. Hyperstition or predictive programming. Cosmic indifference or divine absence. Cosmic indifference, divine absence. A hidden bloodline or a manufactured history. The simulation hypothesis or the cosmic egg theory. Simulation hypothesis, cosmic egg theory. Atlantis or Lemuria. Automatic writing or found poetry. the original human language, or the last language to ever exist. Becoming an idea, or becoming an observation. The last conscious being alive, or the first artificial mind to awaken. The missing years of Jesus, or the lost teachings of Buddha. Procrastination, or perfectionism. Crunchy or creamy. Crunchy or chewy. Eating alone or a group meal. Heavy meal or light meal. Eat early or eat late. Personal chef or personal driver. Grocery run or meal delivery. Gas stove or electric stove. Dinner with a Michelin chef or a private concert with the musician of your choice. First class flights or 5-star resorts. Ice cream soup or melted popsicle. Shark cage dive or volcano boarding. Clean as you go or clean later. Stairs or elevator. Check the weather or guess the weather. Blow dry or air dry. Brainstorm or execute. Deadlines or freedom. Overpack or underpack. Sunglasses or hat. Phone on silent or full volume. Alarm sound or vibrate. Caffeine boost or power nap. Background music or complete silence. People pleasing or setting boundaries. Loyalty or honesty. Small talk or deep conversation. Long videos or short clips. Voice control or manual input. open world or linear story, retro or modern, strategy or action, plot driven or character driven, fast paced or slow burn, autosave or manual save, PC or console, side quests or main quest, easy or hard mode, text in Morse code or speak in emojis, sit next to someone or leave a seat, hug or handshake, nice to meet you, double text or wait for a reply, borrow something and return it, or keep it, make the first move, or wait, RSVP early or last minute, fake laugh or no laugh, compliment someone or keep it to yourself, ask questions or talk about yourself, sarcasm or sincerity, eye contact or looking away, wink or wave, being the guest or being the host, start now or start tomorrow, delegate or do it yourself, backward walking or sideways running, riddles or rhyme, backwards name or upside down signature, permanent grayscale or cartoon vision, super slow motion or fast forward, 2D body or pixelated skin, pixelated skin. neon or noir, bizarre or basic, weird or wild. Weird can have a good connotation too, though, don't forget that. Butter or oil, salted or unsalted, salted or unsalted, toasted or untoasted, froth or foam, fizzy or spiral or linear, bumpy or smooth, deodorant on before shirt or after shirt, eat standing up or sitting down, shower first or coffee first, priorities, socks first or pants first, priorities, remembering birthdays or forgetting them, middle seat, aisle seat, matching someone's energy or staying true to your own energy, offering to pay or splitting the bill, sitting next to your friend or across from them, next to, across, next to, across. Drive fast or follow speed limits. One word speaking or endless run-on sentences. Endless run-on sentences. Endless. Infinite lint or endless crumbs. Squeeze toothpaste from the middle or squeeze toothpaste from the bottom. Middle, bottom, middle, bottom, middle, bottom. Sleep with one leg out of the blanket or sleep fully covered. One leg out, covered, leg out, covered. See someone in public and say hi or pretend not to see them. Let someone finish their story or interject. Ask someone how they are or skip to the point. Lungs full of helium or voice full of static. Peel string cheese or bite into it. Yes, Your Majesty. Answer questions with more questions, or never answer questions at all. Wow. You did it. You actually made it through 333 of the most bizarre, slightly invasive, and at times deeply questionable this or that questions. First of all, I'm proud of you. Second of all, I am now deeply invested in your psyche. Like, I know things about you, things I can never unknow. And I gotta say, some of your choices, bold, maybe even concerning. At this point, you're either feeling triumphant, like you just won an imaginary game you didn't know you were playing, or you're questioning every life decision that led you here. Either way, just know I circled your answers. I saw them. And I am silently judging your animals dressed as humans decision. Respectfully, of course. Respectfully, always respectfully. Yes or no, is the backdrop different than normal? If you're absolutely new here, best guess. If not, change is the only constant, am I right? So, you're gonna have to let me know, because I plan to change it up a lot in the days ahead. You're gonna have to let me know what you like and what you don't like, and I know that tastes fluctuate. They're so vastly different from one to the next, but the feedback is so helpful. So thank you. And the one thing that is not changing, is my love for asking you questions. So I do have 111 yes or no. Super great, zany, outlandish, simple, grab bag questions to help you unwind, relax, let your mind go, have fun answering. And like I said, change might be the only constant, but this wood lives, and so does this pen, and so does my absolute verve for circling your yes or no answers. Okay, let's get started, okay? Have you ever lied about your birthday to get a free dessert? Maybe your birthday's in June, but it's October and you just really want that lava cake. Have you ever ordered takeout to avoid doing dishes? Have you ever told an outrageous song for someone. Written a song for anybody. Have you ever been part of a wedding party? Bride, groom, bachelor, bachelorette, officiator, flower girl. The list goes on. Have you ever taken a road trip? Road trip. Do you have a best friend? You have successfully made it to the other side. And now all the luck in the land is yours. You found the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, the hidden treasure chest, the 4-leaf clover. If I told you, surprise, all that luck is actually within yourself, would you believe me? Would you roll your eyes? Because these questions, they took you to the truth. They allowed you to know yourself on a deeper level, to realize you're the generator of your good fortune. You create your abundance. You're your own hero.